I am Brian, and welcome to Mead and More. So 3 weeks ago, I started a couple of basic needs. Starting gravity was fairly high. We started it with a 1.22. This would give us a rough 16.3% ABV if all the sugars ferment out. The last time we checked it was right at a week ago. This one was sitting at 1.38 and this one was sitting at 1.32. You know, they're both fairly well deflated. It wasn't until I started moving them around. I think they're off-gassing a bit right now, so they're starting to reinflate. So what my plan is today, I think the main thing, since they are the same, the main thing here was looking at being able to brew something quick, easy with something that's just sitting at home. It's been 3 weeks now. We are going to go ahead and combine both of these, and we're going to put them in a half-gallon carboy and let them age out, and because I have a feeling that they probably don't taste fantastic right now. We will go ahead and get reading on them and see where they're at, which I'm guessing they're pretty much down there right at the 1.0, 1.01 range right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, everything is fresh out of the sanitizer. Normally I would probably test each one of these individually, but based on what I'm seeing that's active through both of these, they're about the same. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get them racked over, and then we are going to get a hydrometer reading on these. Oh, that smells horrific. There is the first one. Yeah, they both have they both smell very much just like fermentation. All right. Oh wow, it appears there's a lot more sugars left in there than I had thought. Or 1.022. The gravity came down 0.01. So yeah, there's still that explains why it doesn't taste too bad right now. There's still a lot of sugars left over in it. We will go ahead and put this into our carboy and just let it age for a bit. It may still be fermenting, so we'll pop a bubbler on there and just let it go for a while. All right, so we ended up with, 2/3 of a half a gallon. Let's see, this is 64 ounces, so I would say probably about 45 ounces. So not too bad, if you ask me. We do have a little bit left on the lees here. Let's go ahead and see. Very slightly yeasty. Or I normally see yeasty as being footy. So to me it's slightly yeasty. Really? I mean, of course it's going to be yeasty. It's still sitting on the leaves. Not as hot or bitter as I really expected it to be. I'm gonna watch this for a couple days, see if it's still got. It looks like it's pretty much done, so this may just be an aging time for it. I'm gonna give it a swirl and see if there's any off-gassing going on. Oh, very little off-gassing, just the slightest amount of bubble from the off-gassing, if you guys can see that. So we're going to let that sit and age out and see how it ends up. Taking a look at what we have here, we have our yeast left over, our mead is pretty much just off-gassing a little bit. I don't know that this is really brewing out anymore. We started out with we had a starting gravity of 1.122. Our gravity reading today was a 1.022. That takes us to a 13.4 potential ABV. We used the Lalvin 71B yeast. That has a upper limit of around 14%. There are plenty of people out there who have gotten it up to 18%. 16% isn't unheard of, but 13.4 for the upper limit, rated in that 14% range. I think it's pretty much done fermenting at this point. We're gonna let it sit for a while. It may come down another point or two, but I think at this point in time it's time to just let the flavors marry a bit and clear up a bit more. Overall, I am pretty happy with the way that this beginner mead, using no nutrient schedules or anything like that, not pumping any oxygen into it at any point in time. All I really did was once in a while go around and swirl it to help it off gas. So realistically, I'm really happy. I could see the yeast cake that I had in the bottom, but there was also a fine layer of yeast where it was just kind of where it was still in suspension down at the bottom. So yeah, so it may have been fermenting a little bit, but it was pretty close to done. So this is definitely going to be a sweeter mead. Because of how much headspace I have in here, I'm gonna go ahead and let it set for another week or so. Let it settle out, and I may toss some fruit in there. I don't know. This may actually just be a plain, just basic mead, and I can enjoy it just like that. I'm much happier with it than I thought I was gonna be. I was a little concerned with off flavors caused by the balloons. And after all of this rigmarole between this, and the yeast test using balloons, I can honestly say I will never use balloons again. I have had more spills trying to get the balloons on or get them off than with any other method I've ever done. This has been, yeah, I've only left a couple of the minor spills in to play, if they got recorded at all. But yeah, I will at all costs avoid ever using a balloon again. Alright, that said, if you have enjoyed watching any of these videos, or if you just want to see what ends up happening with this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you actually like it, hit that thumbs up. It helps the it helps the YouTube algorithm see us as being viable. If you have any comments or your takes, or if you have a video of what you've done similar, please link it down below. Let's see what other people are doing out there. I love seeing what happens in the community. And we'll see you guys next time.